Today, I want to explain to you what the Eisenhower Matrix is. Now, you probably recognize the name Eisenhower. He was a general of all Allied forces in World War II, went on to become president. But Eisenhower had a reputation of just getting so much done in so little time, very productive. And he would have to be the president of the United States and also the general on all Allied forces. And he had a simple matrix that he used that made him so very productive. I want to share that with you today because this small tool, it could change the whole way you manage your day. Now, I don't like the term time management because everybody has 24 hours in a day. You can't manage that. There's only 24 hours in a day. That's all you're going to get. But if you manage your energy during those 24 hours, you can get a lot more production done in those 24 hours if you have a tool that you use, that you follow, that's going to make you productive. So the Eisenhower Matrix is a wonderful tool that's going to help you out. And simply put, it's 4 boxes that you categorize everything into. So every task that you have on your plate or you have to get accomplished will fall in one of these 4 boxes. And now the matrix works this way. On the left side, there's not important and important. And then across the top, there is urgent and non-urgent. Now, if everything falls into those 4 boxes, depending on where it ends up in the box is what you're going to do. So for an item that is both urgent and important, that's something that you have to do personally. You don't want to give that to anyone else because it's so urgent and so important that you personally have to get that accomplished. Typically, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 of those items a day that you specifically have to get done, urgent and important. And then in the box below that is not important and urgent. That's things that have to get accomplished. They have a compliance date. They have to get done, but they don't have to get done by you. That's an item that you're going to delegate to one of your direct reports. Now, we've talked about delegation before. It's so important that you delegate these tasks to a direct report. It does a couple things for you. One, it gets it off your plate. You're still going to have to follow up and make sure it got done, but you're not specifically doing it yourself. It gives your direct reports or one of your subordinates the opportunity to start doing tasks on their own, to learn how to be more productive themselves and learn how to become a coach and a leader in the organization. So the first box, urgent and important, that's things that you have to do. I really recommend if you've got a busy day, only do no more than 3 of those things should land on your plate. Get them done at a high level and execute it 100%. The next box is the not important, but is still urgent. That's what you're going to delegate. So that's something that you can give to a subordinate. Now, if you go back up to the top right-hand corner, you're going to have not urgent, but important. And that's something that you can delay. That's something that you're going to need to do, but you can delay it. You can do that somewhere in the future because it's not urgent, but it is important. So you can put that off to later in the week. And then the last box, the bottom box, is not important and not urgent. That's something that you just don't even want to do. Now, this ruffles some feathers with some leaders think every single thing has to get done. And I truly do not believe that. I really believe in the 80-20 rule. I really think that 80% of your results come from 20% of the actions. I also believe that 20% of your employees get 80% of the work done. There are things that are going to pop up that are minutia that you just don't need to do. They're not important and they're not urgent. Don't get caught up in those. I see a lot of leaders, a lot of managers get caught up in that. And they work so hard on things that are not important and not urgent. And they waste all this time on that when there's other things that are urgent and important, or urgent, not important, or that have to get done. And they're wasting their time on these things that really don't have to be done at all. It may be a struggle for you to understand this, but there are certain things that end up on your plate that you don't need to do. So, this is the Eisenhower Matrix. This is an important part of your day. This is part of the 90-day planner. I think by having that on the 90-day planner, planning out your day, writing in each of the boxes what you've got to get accomplished is much different than a to-do list. To-do lists are an all encompassing list of things that have to get done. And what happens oftentimes is you end up doing them all yourself. And it takes all your time. You end up working extra hours, and you're not training your folks because you're not delegating to them, you're not teaching them. So this is much different than a to-do list. You'll have to do what's in the urgent and important, but the rest of it you can either delay, do it later, or delegate it out, or don't do it at all. So it's much different than a to-do list. It is part of the 90-day planner. It's a very important, it's one of 6 very important tasks that you want to do throughout the week on the daily planner. You can get the daily planner here at thebenderway.com, and I hope you enjoy that. So again, this is the Eisenhower Matrix. Will make you wildly productive throughout the day, will organize your day. You'll leave knowing you got things done and feel good, so you don't have to worry about work when you get home. Go on out, coach them up, make it a great day.